Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pursuit of Relentless podcast. And today you get me, solo episode. And I want to talk to you guys a lot about keeping your excitement up and harnessing your excitement to get you to where you want to be in your goals and dreams in the next year. So, this is officially the first episode of January 2023. You may not be listening to it at that time, but this is when I wanted to record this episode because it just means a lot to me to see people succeed in their goals and their dreams. And I'm just sitting here going, how can I help people get to that place where they focus on for the whole year instead of just going into it going, okay, well, I'm going to just make this New Year's resolution and it's going to be awesome. And I think that I'm going to achieve everything that I want to do. And then you buy the gym membership and you go to the gym for a month, maybe 2 months. And after that, it kind of just, you lose momentum. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever experienced that, but I know I have. So it's so important to have our goals and dreams in front of us all of the time, because we can sit there and go, I want to lose weight. But if we don't know why, we're going to lose that motivation and we're going to be really frustrated down the road when we're like, hey, we have to make this happen for ourselves, right? And I don't know. I've lost momentum this year when it comes to my fitness, but at the same time, my health has never been better. I've been taking care of myself. I've been going to yoga. I've been meditating. I've been focused on keeping a clean environment for myself and investing in a housekeeper and stuff like that because it helps me. It helps me a lot. And I'm like, well, if that's what it's going to take for me to be happy, then I'm willing to invest in myself and invest in my mental health and invest in having a better life because that's what's important to me. So I'd rather not eat out 3 nights a week or whatever it is and just really focus on having a clean home and just feeling good in my own space, right? So I thought that was really important. And when you've got something to aim for and a goal that you're wanting to accomplish, sometimes you have to go, who can help me with this? Because we can't do everything. It is impossible, literally impossible to do everything and to be good at everything. So don't put that pressure on yourself. You don't have to be perfect. I have a lot of people who are like, what do you mean you have a housekeeper? And I'm like, I love you, Crystal. And she can come in and clean my house. And it's just like, oh, you can breathe. Versus it's like, oh, I've got dishes to do and the floor needs to be vacuumed because my dog sheds all the time and who knows what's on the carpet. Like it just is stressful. So I'm like, if I want to build myself and build my business, what is one thing that I can give up that I can allow to not be something that I have to focus on all the time? Because I know I'm a cyclone and I'm not the messiest, but I'm also not the cleanest. So I get with ADHD very distracted, very easily, and I forget what I'm doing. Or it's like, I forgot to get myself water. And I'm like, dang, I could have had some of that. Anyways, but when you've got these goals, you're like, okay, how can I try and accomplish these things? Well, maybe I need to ask for help. Don't be too prideful to ask for help. I used to be, and I thought I was Superwoman and I could do everything. And then I burned out really, really hard and just lost a ton of momentum because I was like so tired and trying to do everything. I was trying to cook, I was trying to clean, I was trying to be a good wife, I was trying to be a good business owner, I was trying to be a good friend. And I was just like feeling so overwhelmed with it. And I'm like, how can I take my power back? Right. And you guys have heard me talk about that over the last couple months here because it's been a struggle for me this year. And 2022 was a really, really challenging year for me as a human. And I was like, okay, well, I did a ton of growing. I did a ton of personal development. I focused on myself and I've never been happier. Is there still stuff that I'm struggling with? Yes. There will always be something that people are struggling with. You never know what someone's going through. Okay. So just be kind to other people. It's so important. And I know you guys know that, or else you wouldn't be listening to my show. So I really want you to focus on having a goal for this year. My word of the year last year was simplicity, getting down to the basics of what I wanted. Okay. This year, it is mastery. I want to absolutely master my schedule, my structure, like how I'm running my business, how I run my operations, how I run my household, how I give my husband time, right? To build my relationship, the things that are important to me. I want to take care of my health. I want to make sure that I'm like taking time to rest. That's super important as well. So, what are we doing? Are we going to Vancouver Island and visiting family and taking a couple nights out just for the two of us? I don't know. We've committed to doing a hunting trip this year and filling the freezer. I bought him a smoker for Christmas, and I'm like, it's secretly for me. But I love smoked food. So I love food in general. Um, but I just found that that's one thing that we really like to do together is celebrate food, and just like be able to eat together is a big deal because we both run very, very busy schedules. So it's nice to get that time together to go, hey, let's do something a little different. So yeah, that's A, how I buy gifts, and B, just what I want to focus on, right? So mastery is my word of the year. Yours could be creativity. It could be my year before was justice, because I was like, I got to get people justice for the stuff that we've been wrongfully taught, and I am working on getting into schools and stuff and teaching people about money, and I'm loving it, and personal development and like being your best self. And I'm like, these are just some of the goals that I have. Like, I want to retire my husband. I want to have an acreage where I have a self-sustaining home. I want to really focus on, qualifying for our company's Hawaii trip. That's a big deal to me. I want to take my husband to Jurassic Park. I think it would be so fun, and it's just so magical and beautiful and amazing. And I look at these things and I'm like, okay, they're right in front of me. That's why I'm like, yes, they're right there. I'm just looking at it, creating a culture of forward thinkers in my family and my friendships, right? That's so important to me because I want people to just learn how to think about tomorrow, just tomorrow, right? If you can focus on building a better life for your family, it's called legacy thinking. And when you are a legacy thinker, it is life-changing to the people around you because you help people dream again. And I'll tell you, when I first started in business, I did not dream. I cried the first time I was asked like what my biggest dreams and goals were, and it was like owning a mansion because I like having big houses. I live in a very small house right now, and I'm like, one day I'm going to have this incredible home, and I can't wait for people to get to come and hang out in my cool house because I know rich people with really cool homes, and I'm like, I can't wait to have a room that has no bugs, but it's still outside. That's pretty cool. I like the thought of that. I like the thought of being able to have a wine cellar and like a whiskey bar because my husband loves whiskey. And I'm just like, I don't know, I just think about this kind of stuff all the time. And I go, okay, these may not be 2023 goals, right? But they're what I'm working towards. So it's not like I have to accomplish something. I have 12 months to accomplish this. Do you know what happens when you give yourself 12 months to accomplish something? You take the whole 12 months to accomplish it. So my challenge to you would go, okay, how can I track these tangible items? What do I need to do to get to X amount of cash flow or X amount of savings or X amount of weight lost? Whatever it is for you. Everyone's going to have different goals. I hope you've got some goals. If you haven't dug through that yet this year, go into it and know what you're focused on, because if you know what you're focused on, you can actually do the things to get you there. Okay. So yeah, typically resolutions don't work, right? When you're thinking about it, it's like, I have this big resolution. Make a decision, not a resolution. When you make a decision, you're committing to that. You're committing to, this is what I'm going to do, regardless of if it's really, really hard or pretty simple. I'm going to get this done this year. Now, okay, what do I need to do? What are my steps? Back engineer it. What are my steps to make that happen? I don't necessarily know, right? So if I can sit there for a little bit and go, okay, maybe if I have an income goal and I'm in business with myself, it's like, how much time do I need to put in? How much production do I need to do? How much do I need to sell, right, in order to hit this income milestone? For my fitness, how can I I'm not so much focused on a number on the scale. How can I feel my best? Right? So, am I taking my supplements every day? Am I getting enough water? When I was sick last week, I did not get enough water. I ended up in the hospital with an IV. They're like, "You're really dehydrated, ma'am." I'm like, "Yes, yes, I am." And I know that. Please help me. 20 minutes in, I was feeling way better. I fell down the stairs twice, and my husband's like, "You should probably get that checked out. Like, you can't even walk right now. Like, you're so sick." Anyways, I'm much better now, as you can see. But this is why you didn't get an episode last week from me individually. I apologize. I was very ill and could not record, or else I wouldn't have had the brain capacity to do that at that time. So I apologize, but you get me now. And you had a really great episode last week, anyways. So it's awesome. And there's lots more to come this year. I'm so excited for the lineup that I know you guys are going to be pumped about. I've got a couple interviews lined up with people that I think are absolutely legendary humans, and they are absolutely incredible at doing what I'm talking about right now and like having intention in your life. Okay. So I want to talk to you a little bit more today about staying excited, and how I like to stay excited. So I've got some notes here and I want to make sure that I'm giving you all of the information properly. So I'm going to potentially read off my notes, but I just want to make sure you guys get all this information. And these are some tangible takeaways that you can do for yourself in order to stay excited. Okay, here they are. So the first one being setting reminders for yourself for how far along you should be in the process by then. Okay, so I'm going to use weight loss because it's like the easiest thing to refer to. So let's say I want to make sure in 2023 I lose 50 pounds or 20 pounds or whatever. I'm going to use 50 as an example. So by July, halfway through, I should have lost 25 pounds by then, right? So I can set myself a reminder in July and go, target weight X. This is what our target weight is. This is where we should be at right now. And then guess what? I have 6 more months to get that other 25 pounds off. And I can do it safely and slowly and however it's going to work for me. Okay. I gained a little bit of weight last year. I'm not proud of it, but I'm proud of the fact that I made it through. Right. And I did it and I'm okay. And I didn't die. And I can be better today than I was yesterday. Right. I can take care of myself better today because I've made that decision for myself. It's not just I should eat healthier. No, I'm going to eat healthier today. Right. I took my supplements already. I've had some water. It's like one decision at a time. Okay. One decision at a time. It's okay if you messed up yesterday. Today's a new day. You've never lived before, and enjoy today for every moment that it is, because you're not guaranteed tomorrow. Okay. That doesn't mean go out and spend all of your money and be an idiot. That means value your time with your people that are around you. Don't spend all of your time scrolling social media, right? Have a life, have intention. It's very important. It'll make you way happier. So set reminders for where you should be by when. Okay. So if you're ahead of schedule, change your goal. Maybe you want to lose 60 pounds. Maybe you want to lose 70 pounds. Maybe you want to lose 50 pounds and drop X amount of inches. Maybe you want to have a specific type of physique. Okay. Then you're going to be looking at what it's going to take to accomplish that. Maybe you're going to incorporate one Pilates class a week or into your regular routine, or just something a little bit more challenging, like go for a run instead of a walk, right? Obviously consult your physicians and everything like that. You don't want to do anything against your physician's needs. And my physician was like, Elena, you need to stop running. It is destroying your knees. You need not do that. Ride a bike or something else, or go for a walk. But everyone's going to be different. I love yoga. Yoga is my favorite type of exercise to do because it's all mental, it's all breath work, and it makes you stay very, very present in your body. So I love yoga. It is not for everyone. I also love weightlifting. I haven't been doing that lately, and I feel it. I don't feel nearly as strong, but I still am like, hey, today's a new day, right? Maybe I'm gonna lift some weights today. It would be for really fun. It's been a while since I've been to the gym, not gonna lie. So that's something that I need to work on, which is why I'm using it as an example, because a lot of people can relate to it. Anyways, I'm babbling. So next, daily accountability to someone. I don't care who it is. It could be your mom. It could be your business partner. It could be your spouse. It could be your social media, right? I'll tell you that I did 75 hard through my social media, and I had to post a progress picture of my body every single day. And it's not a fitness challenge, but it forces you to get fit. You have to drink a gallon of water and work out twice a day. That is mentally tough. That is mentally tough. And especially to do it for 75 days straight. And there's multiple other facets to that challenge to yourself. But you guys can check out 75 hard at Andy Frisella's website. Just go and check that out. I would definitely suggest doing it. I also created a similar type of challenge. It's called the Freedom 35 Challenge. That name might change, just so you guys know. I've kind of had a little hiccup in my naming, trademarking of my business. So I want to make sure that everyone knows that that might be changing, but I'll keep you posted. Anyways, I digress. Have accountability to someone, whether that's your social media, group chat with your friends, whatever it is for you. Okay. I think it's really important to be holding yourself accountable for your actions, because then you're going to stay a lot more excited. Okay. Next, track your progress. So I like to physically track and physically check things off. I also have an accountability group with my team where we post our daily habits and make sure that we're tracking that stuff and holding ourselves accountable. But there's a reference in my book, which you guys can get on my website, elainanadig.com or .ca, either or works. And it's in chapter 5. It's called The Importance of Structure and Routine. And in there are things that I track. There are things that I suggest that you track. How I've, like what programs I've used, like Darren Hardy's Living Your Best Year Ever was a really big changer for me in my career, in my life, my personal development journey. It was amazing. I also love Andy Frisella's Power List. It's 5 tasks a day, and you really just are able to go on with your day after that and just go, hey, I did what I said I was going to do. And that's got a place to journal and stuff in there too. So I really like those 2 books. Also, you could just journal. It really is up to you. But my next point for you is to keep your goals in your face all the time. Okay, so like I said, it's right there. I can literally read top 25 dream list, retire my husband so that I can give him equal opportunity for him to chase his dreams. He's already living his dreams. He would never quit his job. But it's like, I want to give him that opportunity and be like, hey, you helped me in my business. Now I can help you in your choice of what you want to do in your life, right? That is a big deal to me. So I want to focus on that. Having my acreage, buying my mom her dream home, like just the list of the things that I want to have. I want to buy a float plane and a fishing boat, and those are all materialistic, but I also want to have a rock salt sauna, and I want to donate money to charities. Like I just have like a list of charities that I want to donate money to, and I sit there and I look at it and I just get so inspired. And another great place to get access to this type of content, Sarah Centrella did a podcast with Ed Milet, and she also wrote a book called Hustle, Believe, Receive, and it was all about her vision board and how having her vision board in front of her face all the time helped trigger, oh, we're going to New York now. This is on my vision board, right? So for me, it's like I just went to Mexico with my sister. I was able to take her on a vacation that was incredible. And I'm just sitting here going, wow, that was on my vision board. Like this view is what I put on my board, and I can just go and check it off. I also have a tracker that tracks, it's a map, and I can like scratch off the paint where I've been traveled to. And that's something that I really like to do. It's fun. It's fun to see like where you've been in the world. I think it's really neat. So little things like that, ways to keep your goals in your face, are very, very important. So that is a big thing that I would focus on. Next, celebrating your wins. Okay. So my husband hit a milestone in income that he's been trying to aim for a really long time. And so he bought himself a Harley. And I think that that is such a great gift because A, it's only for him. It's something he's been looking at buying for like 10 years. And he bought exactly what he wanted. And I sat there and I just went, we paid cash, right? And I'm like, wow, that's incredible. Because when you can celebrate those wins, you go, I earned that. I earned that. And every single time he rides his bike, he can go, I earned that. And I'm like, that is so beautiful. And I love it. And it's like pulling teeth to get him to spend money. So for him to buy that for himself was a really, really big deal. So give Kyle a little like high five. Good job, honey. Celebrate your wins. I think it's really important. Rachel Hollis posted a piece in her book and she said, be your own damn hero. And I was like, yeah, like take on the warrior. And I was just like, I love that. So I put her quote in my book. And that's one of the things that I want you guys to just focus on is being your hero. Because when you get to check those things off of your list, there is no better feeling. Seriously, it is incredible. And you feel so accomplished and you're like, I did something that I said I was going to do. Guess what that does? It builds your confidence. And that is super important. So celebrate your wins. And lastly, the last thing I want you to do is focus on impact and not outcome. Okay, so guess what? Last year, I did not hit my goal weight of where I wanted to end up by the end of the year. It doesn't matter. It is the impact that it's had on me that has made the most difference. My focus on my health is way better, right? I'm not overeating. I'm not over-consuming things that I'm not supposed to be over-consuming. I'm doing better with not eating gluten and dairy, which is really, 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 really hard. But it serves my body not to do it. So I need to focus on what's going to be best for me. So little things like that, when you can focus on what is the outcome that I'm actually looking for, but how is it going to impact my life, my day-to-day activities, because it doesn't matter if I didn't lose 50 pounds. I still am on the right track, right? I'm going towards my goals and I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm going to celebrate my wins and the fact that every day is a new day and I can make that decision today for myself to be better today than I was yesterday. And I like to say, shine bright, be unique, practice patience, attract abundance, be the world shaker you were meant to be. Go get it. And when I say that to myself every single day, it is in my brain. Be unique, shine bright, right? Be that person who is going out and inspiring other people, right? I like to say inspiring action through education. You're showing people. You're showing them how to live a good life. You're showing them how to be happy through your actions. You're showing them what love looks like by how you interact with your spouse and your family. You're showing them what being a good business owner looks like by going and running a company ethically, the way that you know it should be done, you know, and there's just so many opportunities out there if you're willing to take the leap of faith and trust that you can do it if you set your mind to it. And guess what? If it's hard, ask for help. Right? That's what I was talking about in the beginning. So I hope that this episode just makes you really start thinking about what you actually want in your life and what's genuinely going to make you happy. The boat is not going to make me happy. Okay? The experiences that I'm going to have, being able to teach my future kids how to fish and be self-sustainable, that will check the box for me, right? So I hope that this has inspired you to check a couple boxes off of your own and listen to this anytime that you need a little bit of a kick in the butt and just really get after it and show people what you're made of, because there's going to be lots of people out there who don't believe in you, who don't think you're going to be able to do big things that you say you're going to do. And it's really good fuel for your fire when you go, watch me. Okay. You guys have a fantastic year. I know that it's going to be an incredibly legendary year, my year of mastery. And I am so grateful for all of you for listening. Thank you so much for being a part of this movement. you are a world shaker and you're going out and you're doing the right thing. And I know you are, or else you wouldn't be listening to my show. So thank you for being here. You are loved, you are appreciated. And again, feel free to ask for help anytime. I can put you in the right direction of people that have helped me. And I hope that you enjoyed the show today. Share it with a friend if you did. Feel free to go get my book. It'll be in the show notes. And we will see you next time. Pursuit of Relentless signing out.